Hi, welcome to more Valhalla. How are y'all doing? How are you doing, Paradoxica? Doing good? Nice. Good to hear. Just got home from the gym. Nice.
Boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? I had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Oh, everything all right? As all right as it can be, considering that we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Brian said that we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed and everything's being put in order. Oh. I was also talking to him about you.
These two voices are very similar. Or maybe I just have difficulty differentiating my own voices from each other.
About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to reassign you ASAP after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kind of working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought a levitation potion and threw himself off a building. Yes, the levitation potion story. You use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that Gil will find a job after all this. Just who is Gil? I have an idea about who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no use to slack off. Yes, sir.
You guys do know I can hear you, right? Who is this? Is this Stella? Based on text color and text color alone? Yes!
Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god, what is Say planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? And sure. What was that drink whose name was changed after people caused a stink?
That was a piano woman, right? Yeah. Aged and mixed.
Here you go. Very nice. Thanks a lot. So you know Say, Miss... I'm Stella Hoshi. My pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep, in fact, I'm glad you know her, because she left this here last time. Oh god, she left her helmet behind again. Not the first time, huh? Her helmets have been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it, at least. Whoa, quite a few people. Say's as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. At least when she's not being serious. She's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. So did she recommend you this place, or... We're meeting here today. I can see why she chose this place. It's the kind of place that she likes. And say, is that Kiramiki's autograph on that glass? It seems like the glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Yeah, it is. How did you get it? She stopped here yesterday just before the concert. Really? I mean... She did. Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep. This star-like signature is hers. So your name is Jill, then? Yes. Ain't this nice? Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear her songs, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. I heard she even opened with a new version of Shine Spark. I'm so vexed that I couldn't purchase a ticket for this one.
How are you doing, Sachi?
New version? Yes, I heard a leak from the event. It felt more, how to put it, hot-blooded. I see. She definitely took the dark act too far. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello, where the hell are you?
Cough is worse today. Oof.
Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Alright.
How's my volume, by the way? Am I doing good volume-wise? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? I'm always scared that my volume's gonna be off because bad mic stuff always sticks out.
Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was Say? Yes. Will you wait for her? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One that was prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. All right. A drink in honor of a good friend.
This is a Piano Man, right? I think this was Piano Man because I think we had a conversation about this with Alma. What are the... Okay, cool.
Is this the one you had in mind? Yes, exactly. Thank you. May I ask you something that might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not. Or at least, I don't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers, so it's something I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of the fad? Before I was born.
Wow. Where did the, like, almost accent come from there? Jeez.
I was diagnosed with nanomachine rejection. So it had to be done, otherwise I would have died shortly after birth. I'm a bit on the weak side because of it, though. I'm sorry if I overstepped. I don't mind. It's always nice to dispel the idea that my parents were just into the fad. You seem to know your drinks, Jill. Well, I guess I've read a bit more than the recipe book. Do you like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colors, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, their designs... It sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud.
You know, looking at this, like... Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I love Valhalla a lot. But another reason why I really wanted to restream Valhalla is to see like how see again how the game itself is set up. Because like the way that I work best when I'm figuring out how programming works is I work best by deconstructing existing things and then rebuilding them. And so I've rebuilt a very, very basic version of the Valhalla brew system here, just out of like, you know, as a hobby, basically, as a learning experience. And it's like, I'm realizing just how much screen real estate the big block over here takes. Like, this huge ass block. Just this tiny bit over here is where everything is. But yeah, I work best when I'm deconstructing other things and then reconstituting it. So.
Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah. I started with my grandpa's collection and now I've been slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debts, but I manage little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? I'm here, right? But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody, I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry I'm late.
I forgot what voice I'm doing for Say, so I'm just giving Say a high-pitched voice.
Welcome. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic too, and figured walking might be faster. Luckily there was a building with emergency stairs nearby and I climbed down. Climbed down? Took an air cab. Oh. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No, flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how to avoid it, you'll be the first to know.
Say's voice is encroaching dangerously close into Dorothy's voice territory, and
Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. I'd like a drink that was... You're at it again? You and your cryptic orders always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. They need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. And still, I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill out here with that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thank you. Whatever, please order something normal, would you? That'll be 2 fringe weavers then. You'll have 2 drinks at once? No, we're sharing. What, like half a glass for each? Isn't it better if it's 1 for each? Don't worry, you'll see. 2 fringe weavers, easy enough.
that would be that's 2 18 I think it's aged, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, I put ice in instead of the age. Whoops. How does one inject age into drinks?
Two fringe weavers. So? And this one's for you, and this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Oh, that way. You could have just said so earlier. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, here. Hey, so this is where I left my helmet. Thanks. You really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have spares. Those spares should be saved for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Yeah, sorry. Should I say that Boss got her head stuck because of a jammed button? And speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yep, you worried? I'll refrain for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be, it'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. But with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. It's as if the fear-mongering wasn't enough. The people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by a bomb. Everyone's on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I have to go there. It's orders from the higher-ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, do you think they'd stand a chance? You're quite strong, but...
Ugh. Water time.
I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what, after I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustrations. Alright. It seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You coming, Say? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then, take care. Bye. She's such a worrywart. And that means she cares about you. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? It must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. I see. Do you believe all that stuff about tensions growing in that anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I'm a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on, but I don't want to investigate too deeply. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. And some even say the ones who do get apprehended are the ones who have failed them in some way. Stella always says the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on, Zaibatsu Corp's main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. And something about the Associates' fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC. Sounds plausible. Yeah, it kinda worries me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? It hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worries about politics of any kind. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My colonel needed to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said you're such a simpleton that you'd never give the wrong message, but it's his intention that counts.
Wow, mean.
Oh.
Yes! Oh god, I just realized these two have very similar voices. Sorry, give me a sec. Place your bets. Did my tracking break again? Yep, I got rotated slightly.
And finally, the Dorothy has come back to Valhalla. Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances. You're disturbing other clients. Oh, come on. You know the audience would have gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like like you have a full house. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before I started my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Hey, you having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. We'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. And then I've got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each. Alright. 2 blue fairies are due.
I think I did a decent enough job of separating the two's voices. Optional Karmatrine, you say? Everyone gets big drinks here at Valhalla, whether they want it or not. Optional Karmatrine.
2 fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. It is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say.
You know, I thought that this scene happened way later in the game. This scene is one of my favorite scenes with Say.
All right, Say, I'm Dorothy. Say. Yes, yes. Say. Yes, yes. Say. Say. Say, why did you just buy me a drink? I just thought you were cute as a button, so I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. And that includes fuckboy over there. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. And that look on your face is one that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down in your priority list to notice its existence. So if you didn't... So if you invited me to a drink because you found me cute, that's the extent of it. I believe you.
And that's the extent of it, yeah.
Thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you the ticket the other day? Who? Oh yeah, the villain with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid mat. Ouch. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body is heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a BAB-069 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium, extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, the joints, and the skin are merely interesting. But your hands are the MIRD 113 of Realty Industries. A model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertips. So? Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentations and Modifications Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to the danger zone. What are you gonna do? Nothing. I'm not in law enforcement. I just do rescue. And even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Oh.
Say's voice is slowly come down.
I want to know, though, why go through with that upgrade? Girl's gotta take care of herself, you know? I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mod I had. Or at least, I thought so. Oh, yeah. Okay then, can I give you some advice? I guess. The reason I could tell it's not your default hand model is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. You could get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I gotta go. Yes, another thing. If you aim for the arms or legs, once is self-defense. Anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Jill. Bye-bye. Please come again. I thought she was gonna take me away. They would put my mind in a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. 2 if I behave well. And that's what happens when you underestimate people.
Hey, Violet, how are you doing? Dorothy's literally got hand cannons. Got a flight in a bit. Or in a while.
Although, I'm tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensile, intuitive, also it vibrates. Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation anti-radiation coating? Hey, my skin is the first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes it feel soft, no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. And so, you fancy yourself a diviner? Reading people and all?
Oh, whoops. I pressed the wrong button on my mouse. I turned the DPI up. Thank you for the hydrate, Yuki. I'm hoping that after the, after that, initial stream last time, I'm really hoping that my voice doesn't give out on me like it did yesterday. I seem to be fine.
Not really. I'm just really good at reading people. I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Lilim. What can you say about me, then? Let's see. You're very, very, very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration. Something happened that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you know who won't return your feelings. Maybe you were hurt in the past. Thus, your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy, did I actually hit the nail on the head? I was making this stuff up on the fly. All of that was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 80% of the time. Generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexual frustration people hold. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face. But this definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky, lucky. Aren't you late or something? I am, but if you'd let me satisfy your frustration, I could stall for some time. Go. Fine, fine. Bye-bye, honey.
Artificial intelligence has come rather far, eh? One wonders how artificial it remains.
Shut up, fuckboy. Everything done? Yeah. Hey, boss, this might seem random, but do you remember the first time I came to the bar?
I just realized Dana and Dorothy have like the same voice as well. I gotta work on my accents. I gotta get accents that I can do to expand my voice repertoire.
Then, when you came to submit your contract, yeah, why? Well, for some reason, I've been hung up on it since this morning, and I just realized why. The visage that welcomed me back then was Gil trying to pull your hand out of a jar. Oh yeah, that. I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kind of put my hand in it and it got stuck. It was a friend's jar too, so I couldn't just break it. Hey Gil, how did you get my hand out of that jar?
Straw and some butter.
Oh yeah, clever solution. Yeah, and that brings me to the random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday... the many times you got your foot stuck on something for stomping it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many different things?
Ah. Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Then there was the incident with the TV.
I'll admit my fault with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z and S better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 plate with the 5Z one.
Still, Jill's onto something here.
Yes, she is. Now, go clean the dishes and you can leave for today. I like to think she'll make an effort now to avoid getting stuck in things.
I want to believe. Money. Hooray! We spent $800 on a porn subscription.
You really like that website, huh? I have needs.
Oh wait, did we have a fuck? This is the second time this happened because I didn't save immediately. I tried to go to the store. This was Piano Woman. This one is a Piano Man. Fun fact, if you actually look at the ingredients of the Piano Man and the Piano Woman, they're reversed number-wise. Because it's, with the Piano Man, it's 2, 3, 4, and 4, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's like 6 and 5 or whatever. And then it's flipped the other way, so it's, the 2 and the 3 come second after the high numbers. Two Fringe Weavers. I don't even need to open the, I love how large Fringe Weavers are 18 parts alcohol. Blue Fairy. Sorry about this. I literally made the resolution last time to not do that anymore, and then I just didn't even think about it. Cool, there we go. Okay, we will do the thing I promised that I would say, or that I would do first. We're saving. Ugh, that's the worst, Violet. Okay, shop. Did Jill have something that she wanted to buy? Cool. How much does the PC9X cost? 1,500 Gs. Oh wait, this is the same. Oh wait, except for that one. Yeah. So, it's officially happening. What do you think will happen? Probably nothing. Last time it was the leaks. I think Alice jumped the shark with that one because it seems hard to top. Maybe more leaks? Sounds unlikely. I don't think the government would let that happen twice. It's Alice, or this is Alice we're talking about. There's nothing they can't do. What if that spooky message wasn't really Alice? It's just an epic prank. We'd hack a site like this just for a prank. Not me. You're right, though it might be someone else. We'll have to wait and see. What was that date again? December 17th. Right, if only we knew more about the target now. Sick memes this. These Alice threads piss me off, fucking e-celebs. What if it has something to do with the terrorism rumors?
I'm scared. A bit.
You wouldn't believe the shocking Kiramiki secret. By Kimberly Lavalette. Today we'll look at one of the most popular acts of our times. How did you get started? What's her favorite movie? What about her romantic life? Don't miss this exclusive interview, only on the Augmented Eye. Content blocked in your region.
It's a local page, for fuck's sake.
Alice Rabbit might be a Kiramiki fan. Great. Everyone loves Kiramiki, and Alice Rabbit is no exception. You might be wondering, what's my proof for this not-so-wacky theory? And well, keep reading if you want to know. Attack patterns. This is an easy one. You're just getting tired of your shit, Miss Smithy.
They're messing with forces they can't grasp. Or it's a ruse.
Crime rate is up 5% this month. Crime is up 5% this month, officially making the road to Mega Christmas a dangerous one. White Knights, aware of the situation, have promised to maintain security in all sectors, even though recent budget cuts have been decreasing the morale of their personnel. An uphill battle. Poverty and the lack of opportunities are no longer the main causes of crime. Criminals come from all walks of life. They'll murder and distribute drugs for no other reason than the fact that it gives them power. It's no longer about feeding their families, it's about domination. There are entire sectors controlled by these dangerous gangs, and there's no solution in sight. This Mega Christmas will be a very dark one.
It could be worse. God forbid things get under control here.
Oh, no, we go to work. Now we're going to work.
Good evening.
Hello. Seems you made it just in time.
I think that's just a car backfiring.
Really? Sounded more like a gunshot to me.
Have you ever heard gunshots?
Haven't we all at some point?
Yeah, well... See, sounds more like a car's exhaust.
I don't know. It's too dry.
Yeah, but gunshots give more echo. What if it's a firecracker? Ah, boss.
Firecrackers?
Yep, a couple of years ago there was an incident where some dude killed a cop. He managed to slip away because his pistol was mixed up with the usual Mega Christmas firecrackers.
Nah, it sounded too hollow for firecrackers.
Well, whatever. This isn't a morning talk show. I'm not paying you to chit-chat about meaningless things. At least not amongst yourselves. Right. We shouldn't lose time over a car's exhaust.
Hey. I want this one. There we go.
Time to mix drinks and change lives. Welcome to Valhalla.
Okay, this is step number 2 or 3 or 4, whatever we're at, on my road of references I didn't get. This dude is apparently a Seinfeld reference. And I mean, like, having it pointed out to me, I can kind of see it. But I also haven't watched any Seinfeld, so I have no clue what the actual reference is supposed to be. Yeah, he looks like, what is it, George Costanza? Hello, I'm looking for some information.
What kind of information?
Can you tell me about a girl nicknamed Crimson Rose?
Sounds like a tacky online handle. Although, tacky online handle is a bit redundant.
You know anything about her?
Nope, sorry.
I have $80 here that might refresh your memory.
Now that you mention it, I remember something.
Really?
Yeah, now I'm totally sure that I have no idea whatsoever who you're talking about.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Man, you're a sucky bartender, not having any info you need? Or I need?
Well, first of all, why assume that I just happen to have the info you conveniently need? Does that girl frequent this place? Is there any proof that I might have the info you so desperately need?
Well,
And second, you're not going to get anywhere by offering me physical money. In fact, what are you doing with physical money? Do you want to get mugged so badly?
Yeah, well...
Moreover, even if I did know something, do you really think $80 is enough? You can do almost nothing with $80. It's not enough to have a decent lunch.
Where's the... There it is. Why are you scolding me?
Why did you call me a sucky bartender for not conveniently having the info you need?
Wait, of course. You want all deals to be clean, so you need me to spend money on the bar. That's how it works, right? I spend money, you give me the info?
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay then, give me a drink, but keep it under $80.
$80. Let's see what kind of drink you can buy with that.
Gut punch. Oh wait, I can't give him a big one because that'll increase the price. What an annoying fuckwit, yeah. Let's get him drunk off his ass.
Here.
Okay then, do you know anything about the girl?
No.
You said.
Maybe, maybe not. It turns out that it's maybe not. You were the one deluding yourself into thinking I might know something. And like I said, $80 is nothing.
So, I need to spend more?
I'll give you some intel. Spend all the money you want, but I know nothing, and no amount will change that.
At least get my money back?
Why? The order is right, isn't it?
I guess.
So, why are you looking for that girl, Mr.
Vondelay. Art Vondelay. I'm a private detective. That's what I do.
So, I'll assume you're either looking for a missing girl or working for a creepy online stalker.
You're assuming the girl I'm looking for is innocent or lost.
And she's not.
He's half of the so-called Reapers of the city. Two guns for hire that work for whoever's resourceful enough to find them and wealthy enough to pay them. Crimson Rose and Cobalt Lily, they call themselves.
They still sound more like teenagers' internet nicknames.
Crimson and Cobalt are such, like, good color names.
So, who wanted you to track her?
I don't know. I got the letter with the instructions and a paycheck.
What if it's a prank?
I have the money, so what do I care if it is? Besides, considering the amount I was able to cash in with that check, it'd be a pretty wasteful prank.
I see.
Still, any information or rumors you could give me? And it'd have to be related to the girl.
Why do you need them?
It's always good to keep up with local goings-ons.
Well, let's see. Sorry, can't think about anything right now. Most of the conversations you hear in here aren't rumor-worthy. Humor-worthy maybe, but not much about current events. At least, not beyond what you see on the news.
Damn it, what kind of bar is this if you can't gather the word on the street?
What kind of film noir world do you think you live in? Gil might know something if you're so fixated on finding some kind of information.
I don't know what you're talking about. You know something that might help me, Gil? I certainly don't, and I'm offended by the suggestion that I do. He knows something.
On second thought, maybe it's better if you don't get involved with him.
Oh, this has been a major waste of time. Here I thought all the noise BTC bars have made lately would be useful for something.
Noise? What noise?
You don't know?
I'm asking for a reason.
You'll find out soon enough, don't worry. In any case, I guess I'll have another drink and leave.
What can I get you?
I'll have a Grizzly Temple.
It's simple enough. Alright, let's give him a Grizzly Temple.
I appreciate that, like, all of the drinks that are big, like 99% of them hit the 20 ingredient cap.
Here.
Okay then, this is going to be deducted from the $80 from earlier, right?
No.
Fine. Oh, and there has to be something. This week has been slow as hell. The only good thing I've heard about is this girl who threw herself off the roof of a nearby mall. And the whole thing about a woman catching her midair makes me think it's totally made up.
Aside from rumors that the Harbingers are looking to cause trouble at a bank today, no, not really.
Damn it. Wait, who told you that?
It appeared on the news, didn't it?
Yeah, but the name the Harbingers wasn't used. No Glitch City outlet has reported that themselves. There are rumors that someone or something is keeping him silent. Even the international outlets aren't using the name Harbingers. They're avoiding acknowledging the organization yet for some reason. So you're either one of them or somebody in the know told you about it.
Wow, he can be surprisingly sharp. Yeah, Donovan D. Dawson was in here for the last 3 days, actually.
Really?
I wonder if he'll notice the glass that idol signed.
I mean, sure, I can't think of anything that would be useful involving him right now, but...
Guess not.
You talk about anything interesting?
Interviewing the idol that had the show a couple days ago, dealing with messy interns. Par for the course, I guess.
I see. That's... Gunshot.
It's a backfire. Firecrackers! Hey, what do you think that sound just now was?
Like something's very heavy being dropped. Something heavy? Come on, that's not even close.
It was definitely more like an explosion of some kind.
No, you could clearly hear the clashing of metal. Something that was both made out of metal and very heavy fell down. That's what made the sound.
Whatever it is, it's not normal for it to be repeating so often. I wonder if something's happening.
I heard there were some gang spats going on. Maybe they took the conflict here. Which means gunshots.
If that's the case, I hope they don't come too near us.
Well, I gotta go. Seems coming here was wasn't a waste of time after all.
Really?
Really. I just have different needs, but there'll come a time when this place might help me. Bye.
Please, come again. Gangs, then?
Unlikely. This is Unicorn territory. They've always been a neutral and important third party in other gangs' deals.
The who, what now? I'll just pretend I heard nothing.
Thank you.
You left me thinking about the whole noise from BTC bars thing. What's up with that?
I think I heard something about money laundering through bars. Don't take my word for it, though.
I see. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Welcome.
Wait, I just realized. Streaming Chan's eye colors are the same as Sin's. Sin and Streaming Chan have the same eye colors. And you want to see the proof? They're not exactly the same, but they're pretty damn similar. It's blue and green. Sin cameo. I still have this from the collab. Also, fun thing, you actually get an achievement for it. If I'm not mistaken, if you press... Which button is it? There's one keyboard button that lets you mash out messages on the thing. Which button is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Come on. There's one of these buttons lets you, Did I just mess up the jukebox? No, it was just ending. Oh, there we go. I don't know which of these buttons is doing it, but I can kill the bitrate on stream remotely.
I'm Streaming Chan, giving you a live video feed of my life and adventures 24/7.
That's too close to Dorothy.
Bathroom time and naughty moments only available to premium users. It's only $99.99 a month. Go premium now! It's Friday night, and you all know what that means. It's time for Streaming Chan's Escapades. Today's escapade is brought to you by ShiningFinger.moe. Leaders of VR adult entertainment since 2069. Nice. Buy a year of premium membership and you'll get a code. Exchange the code for a free trial of a VR experience modeled after yours truly. Excuse... Today I picked the shoddiest, nastiest, smelliest, ugliest bar I could find downtown. And sadly it actually looks half decent inside. So much for going to a crap hole bar that smells like dog urine. Excuse me. But no matter. Tonight I'll give you an escapade you'll never forget. Hey you, where's the bartender? You're talking to her. Very funny. Where is he, really? Right in front of you. Hey you, the pretty boy over there. Where's the bartender?
You're looking at him.
No way. No hot, shirtless guy playing with fire and serving drinks while flirting with you. No sexy, scantily clad girl jiggling around the place. You're telling me you two dress like fucking waiters are the bartenders here?
Wait, there was a chat message that went by saying, "Hey kids, wanna die?"
Yep.
Yep, right there, see? Seems that way.
Is that a problem? Of course it's a problem. Friday nights are peak viewing hours. I need something sexy or enticing to keep them interested. Oh well, there's an easy solution to that. There is. Yeah, just take your top off. You might need to take off your bra too, depending on how the traffic goes. Wait, you're quite flat. Do you even use a bra? Is that piercing glare a no? Come on, one of us is gonna have to take their top off, and it ain't gonna be me. I already did that once today. Ugh, and it's too late to go somewhere else. By the time I find an even nastier bar, they'll be closed.
Allow me to say something that... Allow me to, potentially make people mad at me. This is how people who try to do the quote-unquote Twitch meta feel to me. They're just like, one of us has to get fucking naked right now. You know what I mean? Like, the whole Twitch meta thing always annoys me. It's literally just people being like, hey, what if I break the rules and then get pissy when people when people call me out for it? Sin is free. Did she finish Dawn Trail?
And it's too late to go somewhere else. By the time I find an even nastier bar, they'll be closed.
Nice.
What's your policy on wearing pants? Somebody tried to have me fired for wearing a skirt, so we deal with that on a case-by-case basis. That's not a concrete answer. I need binary yes or no answers. My viewers have the attention span of fruit flies. If they wanted to use their brains, do you think they'd watch something like this?
She loves us. She really loves us.
I need to keep them entertained, and the fact that you still have your shirt on isn't helping. Streaming Chan, have you ever tried putting Subway Surfers along the side of your stream? Have you ever tried jingling keys in front of your stream, in front of your camera? I need to keep them entertained, and the fact that you still have your shirt on isn't helping. Wait, I know. Give me a drink. A big one. The nastiest one you can think of. Hello? Service here, please. Wow, it's like my brain shut down. Sure. Nasty drink, nasty drink. Manly and promo drinks are both nasty, but that's my opinion.
I like that the text appears over the top of the Where are the buttons to make the thing go crazy? There we go. The bitrate killer.
Here. Alright then, cheers. I don't think you should chug it down so... quickly. It's like it hit me, but I didn't feel it until a few seconds later. Is this what being kicked in the balls feels like?
Yep.
Okay, I've decided. I'll just get really wasted. That's gotta be fun enough, right? If you say so. Okay, in the meantime, what can you tell me about this bar? What do you mean? Weird stories, fun stuff, interesting facts. You're being seen by an average of 6,000 people. Make their time worth it. Let's see then. Last weekend we held a party for the Sci-Fair Toy Company. And it's a company run completely by dogs. Really? This place was completely overrun by corgis. Wait. Corgis? Did you really serve drinks to corgis? Tuxedo-clad talking corgis, yeah. Wow, awesome. Wait, you're not shitting me, right? I wish I was shitting you. Trust me. What else? What else? Let's see. Donovan D. Dawson from the Augmented Eye was here 3 nights in a row. That perfumed, chauvinistic bastard. There's that word again.
Anime was a mistake.
Just the other day, someone from the Augmented Eye interviewed me, actually. What did they ask? Oh, the usual bullshit. Who I was, what I did, future plans, inspirations. The one that interviewed me was this small, meek girl with glasses. She seemed a bit bitter, though. I wonder why. But enough about that. Wait, can I see that glass over there? Sure. This signature. Is this Kira Miki's autograph? Yeah, she came here before her last concert. Get out, really? Is this some kind of secret hidden bar of the stars or something? Not really. We were just in the right place at the right time. What kind of person is she when she's not on stage? Ugh. I have tried to get a meeting with her, and she actually seemed willing, but she's always busy. A very nice girl, actually. She seems to be completely invested in her work. She loves what she does, and it shows. You'd think she'd be some sort of diva, but as far as I'm concerned, she's one of the nicest people I've met. I knew it! I knew she was nice!
I'm realizing more and more that I only have, like, 4 different girl voices, and that's about it.
Her passion shows in her concerts, you know? She's so spontaneous. Her performances are never the same. Every time she sings Shine Spark, I feel like my soul is warming up like a high-performance computer. Shine Spark! I find myself singing it in the shower all the time. And those who pay premium can hear me sing every day at $99.99 a month. Go premium now. That aside, I was about to call bullshit on what you said. But I guess you do have some sort of proof for everything. Can I keep this glass? No. Pretty please? No. Party pooper. At least this bar might be more interesting than I initially thought. The one thing that'd make it perfect is if Pretty Boy over there had a past with the KGB.
Uta. Yeah, that'd be crazy, huh?
Are you gonna order anything else? What? Oh, yeah, the whole getting wasted thing. I heard of a drink called a Bad Touch. Get me a big one of those, please. A big Bad Touch. Coming right up. Let's give her a big bad touch. Here. I was expecting something dirtier. We have olive brine. I can pour in a bit if that's what you want. No, not that. With such a dirty name, it feels like the drink gotta come in a phallic glass or be this thick white liquid. That would have skyrocketed the watchers at least threefold. Don't you have anything like that? Nope. I'll have to make do with the condensed milk when I get home. Friendly reminder that today's escapade is brought to you by ShiningFinger.moe, leaders of the VR adult entertainment since 2069. Buy your premium membership with it or for a neat code. Said code will net you a free trial of a VR experience with a model based on moi. what's the deal with that VR experience? Well, a fan made an NND model of me.
I may be stupid, but aren't VR chat models called MMDs? Or am I crossing wires with something else?
When Shining Fingered asked me about a model for our partnership, I just contacted him. He got money for polishing the model a lot more. I got my partnership. We all won. I even got him a free year of VR premium membership, I even got him a year of free premium membership and a VR set. Jeez, why was that sentence so difficult? That's nice. Wait, what's NND? Don't tell me you haven't heard of Niku Niku Dance. I asked for a reason. It's music videos with 3D models. Yeah, that sounds like a good enough explanation. I see. To be honest though, the model is a bit meatier than me. Not that I mind it though, considering the use it gets. You know, I was expecting you to be more scared when I said you were being watched by a lot of people. It's hard to be scared when you can't see these people.
Incorrect, Jill.
But they're still there, you know. Sure, they're behind screens and sometimes in the opposite corner of the world. But every single one of my viewers is a real person with a real...
I doubt that. You strike me as the... Streaming Chan, you strike me as the type of person who would bot viewers.
Not being here doesn't make them any less real. I understand, but it's just not the same... it's just not the same. They're not here visually paying attention to me. I don't get paranoid because of my phone contacts. That's true, I guess. So, tell me, what made a lady like you become a bartender? It's not exactly an exciting story. Does it involve a man? No. What about a crime? Nope. A childhood promise? Nah. A religious vow? A what? You're not gonna tell me that you just decided out of the blue to quit your job and start bartending. That's actually what happened, sorta. Oh, come on. No epiphany, quarter-life crisis, not even a hot teacher somewhere along the line. Life isn't always a young adult novel where every decision is a road cone. And that's the problem. 1/3 of my audience are teens that shouldn't be allowed to watch my streams. Throw me a bone here. There must be a nice mystical story you can tell about yourself, Miss Bartender. Well... yes. Sometime after I started working, I got an interesting client. He was a DRK S0L, a really old Lilith model. Apparently his power supply was running low. His charger was destroyed and he didn't have the money to buy upgrades or replacements.
Yeah.
He also seemed to have neglected his maintenance. He was from the time when the collective source was on a cloud storage system. So he wouldn't be uploaded there once his body ran out of energy. Keep going. It was weird, you know? He was the only Lilum I've ever seen with a clear-cut fear of mortality. No transcendence for him. He would just disappear once his batteries ran out. It's like knowing you'll vanish while everyone else passes on to heaven, he said. Oh man. I guess he felt bad about burdening someone else with his problems. So he went and gave me a fingertip of his that fell while we were talking. Before he left, he said, if you remember me, maybe a part of me will transcend. Bravo! Bravo! Touching, full of feeling, completely awesome. I'd pay to see a movie like that. So what happened to that finger? I made a pendant out of it. I carry it with me at all times. Even while bathing? Almost all times. Now that I think about it, how do you handle the stream if you want to watch a movie or something? I have a plugin that lays mosaic censorship over whatever I watch on TV or in the theater. I see. Okay, this is getting stale. I'm gonna heat this up even if I have to do it myself. We need to drop a cow in here, Miss Bartender. Get me drunk. I don't care. I don't care how, just do it. Okay.
Well, if you want to be drunk, have I got the drink for you?
And so, lightheadedness, clumsy tongue, palms sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti.
Oh my god.
Can't feel my legs. Can't feel my legs. Alright, let's get on with the lewd stuff. First, I'll try to guess your bust size. I must warn you, I have a 90% success rate with this. I'd say B. Not big enough to feel a hand, but not small enough to make you look like a child. You're a size B, right? I'm not discussing my bust. Don't be like that. I can tell you're a B cup. Your attitude makes me think you're an S, and your behavior makes me think your blood is AB. So, how many did I get right? Who knows? Ugh! Please let me get on with this. I need you to cooperate if this is going to be a success. Can I ask something? Finally! What's the point of getting drunk if you're going to behave the same way? I guess it is kind of redundant. Because you see, I'm drunk 24/7. Huh? Knowing people will want to watch me do anything and everything. Seeing the viewer count steadily rise as I take more risks and become more adventurous. It's a feeling that neither alcohol nor sex can compare to. Speaking of sex, if I get lucky tonight, you only need to pay $99.99 to see what happens afterwards. Go premium or go home. Do you really get lucky if the other person knows they're being streamed? You'd be surprised how many are actually turned on by that. How do you deal with people who don't want their identities revealed? Everything's written here. By being captured by this camera, you hereby provide consent to the use of your face. On all material produced by Streaming Chan LLC. I'm not sure how legal that is. People believe it is, and I've yet to be trolled by a lawyer. It's funny though, when you're on the street, unless it's somebody really hot, you can't recall their faces. But learn their name and suddenly they're the fucking snowflake that's better than all the rest. This is weird. I'm feeling sleepy. You did ask me to get you drunk. Why is it weird? Because I haven't felt sleepy in quite some time. In fact, I've been sleep deprived for a while now. How long? A week. A week? Weeks are the ones with 30 days, right? Yep, totally sleepy. I can feel my eyes getting heavier. Then there's this weird lag when I try to move. What's up with that? Anyways, I think I'll take a little nap here before storming off and continuing the night. If you'll excuse me.
Should I call a cab?
And risk waking her up? Leave her be. I'd rather break the rules and let her sleep than deal with her again. I'm going to take my break now. It's been a while since I've needed a cigarette this badly.
All right.
Ah, the lovely sensation of feeling like you're forgetting something. All done.
Feeling better?
Fresh air does wonders for you. Well, for a given value of fresh, anyway.
Oh, wait. I was like, wait a sec, who is this? This is, I keep wanting to call him Beat. His name is not Beat. Is it Date? No. What is his name? He's the robot that you meet in the prologue that we didn't play because we're playing the prologue later. I insist that it sounds like dynamite.
No, it was too long to be dynamite. It sounded more like some heavy-duty tool.
You're heavy, oh wait, this is the other way around.
You're a heavy-duty tool.
Yes, I am.
Wait, damn it. Oh, welcome back. I could have sworn this place looked a lot more pink last time we came. Maybe it's the lighting. Hey, bartender, what did that noise sound like, what did that noise just now sound like to you?
Deal, that's his name. I say it sounds like construction, but Betty here says it's dynamite. Something like that, or something like that.
Not you two.
Do you think it's dynamite then?
What? No, I say it's a backfire.
It's a gunshot.
Firecrackers! See, those sounds have been going on all night and we can't figure out what they are. Well, we aren't here to discuss that. We're here to... who is he?
Gillian, nice to meet you.
I don't know. You have more of a John face. Where was he last weekend? I don't know and I don't care. He already made amends for leaving me to fend off all those dogs. Anyway, what do you want?
I don't know why, but there's something about, like, Beat's face that reminds me of, Beat's face reminds me of Axiom Verge, if anyone else gets that reference. Or not Beat. Wow. I've immediately forgotten his name again.
Beer.
Deal. Deal's face reminds me of Axiom Verge. Oh, what the hell. I'll have a beer too.
2 beers coming right up. All right, let's get them 2 beers.
It's 2, 4... Oh, whoops. Yeah!
Here.
Thanks, but this might be too much.
I'll take care of anything you don't drink, don't worry. So, tell me, bartender. Just call me Jill. Jill? That's a nice name. How's business lately? As usual. Wait, I guess you don't really know what usual means for us. We're not the kind to be filled to the brim during rush hours, and we don't have that many regulars. So, it's just the same. Nothing's changed. I guess when we came here with all the dogs, it was quite the change of pace, huh? You have no idea.
I have a question, Jill.
Is it about the girl sleeping next to you? Premium. Please don't wake her up.
Do you regularly let people sleep here?
No, but I'd rather leave her sleeping than talking.
You'd be saying that with at least 6K people listening?
Let him hear. I don't care. 6K people. She calls herself Streaming Chen. She's been streaming her life 24/7. That sounds familiar. I think one of the dogs talked about seeing somebody doing that. I don't know if it's the same person.
So, 6,000 people are watching and hearing us.
Considering the way she's sleeping, they're probably only hearing us. Her camera's against the table. I don't know how many are still on the channel, though.
I see.
And so, there'll be a lot more witnesses if something's said.
Any of you,
Do any of you have a criminal past?
Nope.
Just a minor charge of petty vandalism. What did you do? Painted graffiti outside of my high school saying Miss Thompson's a cunt. Why do you do that? Because Miss Thompson was a cunt. She constantly humiliated whoever got her questions wrong. She also constantly bullied 2 of my classmates. True, I got a week of suspension and had to clean the wall, but it gave everyone the courage to speak up. And so, how's stuff up at Doglandia?
Well, we recently struck a deal with Farmer Fabrics to start a doggy clothing line.
Farmer Fabrics? That name rings a bell. It's that textile company where the owner believes herself to be an alpaca.
I'm not gonna lie, Paradoxica. I'm actually really surprised that Automod didn't try to flag you for saying cunt. Automod usually gets very upset with stuff like that, but like swearing usually doesn't trigger the Automod, but like that word specifically has a tendency to trigger the Automod for some reason. So I'm really surprised that it didn't. I wonder if they tweaked the Automod settings behind the scenes. Automod hates Australians.
Oh yeah, that one. We had her here some time ago. She got drunk and... so much saliva everywhere. Oh. But anyway, dog clothes?
We hired a new employee and she showed the higher-ups some designs. After a couple of talks, they decided to give clothing production a try.
Those designs were embarrassing, you know? But something tells me that's why they were approved. You guys want anything else?
I'm still handling this beer, so I'm fine.
You're such a wuss. I'll have a Zen Star, please. Sure.
I'm trying to think, what was the drink that, literally no one orders? Crevice Spike. This one. There's an achievement for serving this because literally no character in the entire game asks for a Crevice Spike. Blue.
Zen Star.
Also, fun fact, did you know that you can get a game over in this game? And I don't mean a bad ending, I mean you can get thrown out, like, you can get sent home from work in the middle of a workday by Dana. And, it's really funny because, like, the way that you do it is literally serve the wrong drink, like, 4 times in a row. And Dana's just like, Jill, what the fuck is wrong with you? And you might be asking yourself how I found that out. I found that out by trying to speedrun getting all the achievements of this game because I wanted to 100% it, and I needed to do a couple of key things to get some endings that I missed. And so I just started serving Donovan a whole bunch of stuff.
Thank you.
Something on your mind?
That girl that's designing the clothes.
Laura, what about her?
She's cute, but she should take more care in her appearance. I mean, right now she fits the unkempt cutie category so well it's almost painful. But it's so cliched that I can't help but cringe when looking at her.
Cringe?
It's like when you see something that's such a cheesy movie cliche. You just feel the need to kick whatever the hell it is.
Kick? Betty, I didn't think I'd have to say this to you twice in the same month, but you shouldn't kick people.
I wasn't going to kick her. Why did you think I was gonna kick her?
Because I've seen you kick people before. Apparently unprovoked or due to complicated reasons only you understand.
Fine, guilty as charged. Still, I'm gonna do something about her. I feel like I need to. It's a matter of honor.
Honor, she says.
Well, maybe honor isn't the right word. But she has potential, and I'm not gonna let her waste it. Jill, I'm gonna go check the antenna on the roof. Alright. She's your boss, right? Didn't you meet her before? Nope, I'm just a veterinarian. The dogs are the ones that organized a meeting with her. I'd say she's really good looking, but honestly, those pants rob her of her charm. What do you mean? They make her look too uptight, and at a glance, she doesn't seem like the type. Some shorts or a skirt would fit her better. Well, she wears a skirt or pants depending on her mood. There was also this one time when she came in wearing a kilt. That kilt was awesome! Damn, she has a nice hearing.
Now that I think about it, you have that hobby of speculating what someone's personality is like based on just their looks. I mean, you did the same with Jill here.
Amazing. You actually made that sound weird as hell. Yes, I have the habit of trying to guess someone's behavior based on their looks. No, it's not a hobby. You made that sound like I'm some sort of creep.
I did?
What did you think about me? Nothing much, really. Mostly that you were too polite. Not a natural polite, no, though. More like a professional polite. You're like that because you need to be. And that was it, really.
Hydration. Agua.
Although, the way you looked at me when you said your boss could use, when I said your boss could use a skirt or shorts was interesting. You seemed interested in what I said. Like you'd like to see that scenario. You're thinking too much. What do you think about Gil, then? He's either a total simpleton or acts like one in a way that consumes the rest of his character.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just a veterinarian. My judgment might be clouded by seeing so many furry businessmen. Let's have another round.
Sounds like a good idea. I'll have.
You'll have something strong. You need to pump some testosterone into your taste in drinks. You'll thank me later, trust me. Then... 2 strong drinks. Manly drinks, I don't care.
Well...
You shut up.
2 strong drinks. Manly drinks. Sorry, give me a sec. Sorry about that. Hey, look, I didn't rotate. Or at least not as far as I can tell. My tracking got a little bit messed up, though. I didn't get rotated, but my head tracking was slightly cocked off to one end. I cannot make these big. Sad.
Here. Now drink.
Ugh.
Oh, man up. You'll get used to it. Hey, Jill, has someone ever proposed to you as a prank? You know, make you think they're falling in love with you just to reveal that it was all a prank? Jill? First year of high school. The guy I had my eyes on for a whole year asked me out. Saturday morning, I go to the meeting place. What do I find? It was all a prank by some bitches. Ouch. Sorry, the worst part isn't that they set me up, rather that I saw it coming. I knew that guy wouldn't find me attractive enough to ask me out. I knew those bitches would target me sooner or later just for kicks. I knew it all, so when it all happened, I felt nothing. And they confirmed my suspicions that teenagers are a plague that must be eradicated. Anyway, why the question? Hey, piece of scrap.
Yeah?
These are the situations where you should have stopped me before I said anything.
It's better to learn by tripping yourself.
Why the question, though? I was asking because one of my ex's cousins has been hitting on me the past couple days. If it were somebody else, I'd pretend to be straight with the help of this piece of scrap here. Sadly, she knows who I am. The worst part is, knowing Vero, she probably put her cousin up to it just as a practical joke. Well, I'd suggest telling the cousin that she should cut it out. If she feels genuinely offended, they might not have been in cahoots. But I'm just spouting nonsense based on what you've told me. Don't pay too much attention. It's better than my suggestion. What was yours?
Waterboarding.
What?
The fact that she knows how to waterboard somebody is what scares me most.
The Girl Scouts also taught me how to skin a deer, and I see nobody making a fuss about that. But yeah, your advice sounds good enough. Especially when you factor that if Gina's being honest about her, she probably won't feel offended.
Gina? Which one was that again?
Blonde, flat as a cutting board, but cute as a button.
Oh yeah, she came to the office Christmas party, right?
That's the one. Well, it's getting late. I should be going.
Yeah. Thank you again for everything, Jill.
Bye. Please come again. Back. Those damned cats moving the internet antenna. Oh yeah, Gil. Some guy said that I should tell you that the bunny's late, whatever that means.
Oh shit. Boss, I'm leaving early. If I don't come back in 2 days, consider me as good as dead.
Yeah. Shouldn't we be worried? Think of him as a kid that tells outrageous stories to get attention and everything will be easier. Besides, he knows how to take care of himself. Yeah. He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. In any case, I'll be back in my office. Maybe now I can finish watching that didgeridoo tutorial.
Oh, hi, Stella.
Hello, Jill. Ah, Stella, you're here for another drink today. Not really. I was just around in the neighborhood and... Right. Anyway, I found this bottle being neglected in my house. And if that's somebody who likes old liquor as much as you would appreciate it. Really? I don't know what to say. Thanks. Well, it's nothing really.
Ugh. You know, just to give myself a break, I'm just gonna do my newscaster voice rather than trying to do a voice that looks like it fits the newscaster up here. This just in. The Apollo Trust Bank has locked its doors, leaving about 30 people trapped inside. The security system was activated after somebody tried to steal information from the main database. Early this morning, the bank...
Oh gods, say! I wonder if she'll be alright. Ah, hello, Jamie.
Good evening, Jill. Did you see the news about the Apollo Trust Bank?
The news flash just ended. It sounds like things got ugly.
What I heard, there was a commotion earlier today. Something about people being unable to leave the building? Let's hope for the best.
Yeah. Gil stormed off just a minute ago, though.
I see. I guess the bunny was late.
He definitely knows what's going on. What can I get you?
Give me a Mars Blast.
Coming right up. Jamie wants a Mars Blast. One Mars Blast.
Yeah, those are the one.
Mars Blasts have always seemed poorly named to me. Shouldn't it be red instead of yellowish? And then again, the whole red planet thing is still its nickname. VR. Can't believe I'm... myself.
Hey, who's this girl?
She calls herself Streaming Chan. She's been streaming her life 24/7. I'm guessing our equipment's still running, so you might want to watch what you say.
Thanks for the advice.
Changing the subject a bit, have you been hearing explosions or something throughout the day?
I heard that a supersonic drone was undergoing tests and lost its course. That might be it.
Ah. Hey, boss. The explosions were caused by a supersonic drone. That sounds better than firecrackers. We've been trying to figure out what they were all day.
Ah, I see. Sonic booms are not sounds people can usually identify. And this one drone made a lot of noise while breaking the sound barrier.
Is this an area to test that kind of stuff?
It's not, which makes the whole thing quite suspicious.
Huh. Man, if only Gil was here to hear that info. He thought they were gunshots.
Are you worried about him?
Sort of. He always leaves without notice for days, but he always comes back unscathed. I'd be lying if I said I'm not worried, but at the same time, I've just kind of become used to it.
You can be a troublesome man, huh?
Sometimes. Say, do you think the people in the bank will be alright?
I just realized this isn't Jill's voice.
Do you think the people in the bank will be alright?
This isn't the first time a bank is closed like that, but something is off about this.
Off? How?
I don't know. Maybe it's the hour, maybe it's the fact that the news is making an unusually big stink of it. Let's hope I'm just overthinking it.
Yeah.
Are you worried about something?
A girl that was in here yesterday said she was going to that bank. It's not like me to be personally invested in what happens to clients, but... Never mind. Do you want something else?
Yeah, I can make time for one more drink. Fetch me a beer. Let's keep it simple.
Sure. Here.
I once read that beer played an important part in humanity's history.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the theory. It's an interesting one. The gist of it is that brewing was an important part of society during its development. Drinks were ubiquitous while feasting. They helped to foster bonds and build faction alliances. Given enough time and enough beer, larger societies would be born.
You seem to know a lot about this.
Nah, just enough.
Well, have you ever thought about brain uploading?
Brain uploading?
I was thinking, what's the point of uploading yourself if you're still here? Let's say you upload yourself, and effectively that new someone's in cyberspace. You'll still be here. Wouldn't it be weird to know that there's a you that's not you somewhere?
That's an interesting point. I guess it'd be the same as cloning, huh? Imagine if your cyberspace self find out about the real you somehow. Hell, imagine talking to your other self.
There's more. Imagine placing multiple copies of you in different situations, exposing each one to different scenarios to see how they develop.
I guess it's kind of heartbreaking in a way. Imagine someone with some illness uploading their brain into the ether, only to find out that their physical bodies are still alive and here instead of living in a place where there is no disease.
I remember an article from a while back about the earliest forms of brain uploading. It would scan the brain in such a thorough and intense manner it would effectively kill the person. They use the words "burn the brain."
Ouch.
All for nothing because the data would be corrupted or broken. They halted all brain uploading research after that. I think they started another project about living brains in jars or something after that.
That subject interests you, huh?
It makes for a nice time sink when I'm doing nothing. Well then, nice talking to you, Jill.
And same here. Always a pleasure.
Say hello to Gillian for me when he comes back.
Please come again. Phew, all done. You want to stay here? Seems the street's quite restless. Thanks, but I'll pass. I have a couple of matters to attend to at home. You do? Yeah, I ordered a nano camo module for my apartment. It should be installed by now. Nano camo? Isn't that a tad expensive? Yep, to be honest, I asked my mom for it. She'd been pestering me about what gift I wanted for Mega Christmas for a while. She's been asking that for 4 years now, and I've always said I was fine. So I took the chance and asked her for it, used up all the past gifts. Oh. Feels a bit weird to ask your parents for a gift like that when you're 27. I'm sure she doesn't mind. So, what will a nano camo module change from your apartment? I got the basic plan. Walls and one piece of cloth, so I picked my kotatsu too.
Man, I had this whole rant. I've had this rant at least twice before on stream. I want a kotatsu. They look comfy as fuck. Man, just the idea of a kotatsu is so nice. It's literally just a table with a blanket on it that you sit at, and you sit underneath the blanket. And sometimes you also put a heater underneath it.
You have a kotatsu? You know what a kotatsu is, boss? I'm more impressed that you know what it is. I mean, futons are common knowledge, but a kotatsu, not so much. Yeah, well, days get cold and the heater might not be enough. And the Japanese have mastered how to live comfortably in reduced spaces. You should invite me sometime. I want to see how you decorate the place with that. Let's plan a day to grab beer, yeah. No more dancing. I'm tired. What do we do with her? I'll take care of everything, don't worry. Alright, sorry for leaving her like this. No problem. Well, I gotta go. See you tomorrow, boss. Careful out there.
Money. Jill wants to buy a fan even though it's winter. Okay, I will do the thing.
What's nano camo? Something to liven things up in this room.
So you can buy different types of nano camo. 10,000. You know, I don't know how I never noticed that Jill has her little alcohol collection up on a shelf here. Wait, she's also got an NES over here. Like a top-loading NES. I didn't buy the game console, did I? Fucking based of her. Okay, so we need the Joker Cyclone. But I really, really want... where are the assorted cartridges? There they are. So, you can click on this to play Model Warrior Julianne. So many people don't know about this. But this is a required thing for 100%ing the achievements, and it is a pain in the ass. I have beaten this before. You can hide down in the corner here for most of it. But the boss fight at the end is really difficult. But yeah, they just decided to put a bullet hell minigame in, and then decided to make it a forced completion requirement. But yeah, this corner is a safe spot for most of it. It's mostly just the boss fight at the end that's really difficult. Also, the music is a banger. You also have no hitbox leniency. Your hitbox in this is a giant square. I'm trying to remember how to, like, what the, I think it's here. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Beating that minigame is an achievement in and of itself. But yeah, real quick. We're going to, unbuy that stuff. And we're just gonna buy the fan. And the reason that I'm doing that is that the game likes to hide the fact that the last thing that you need in this game is like paying rent at the end of the month is $10,000. So alarms rise as the Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack. Updating by Kimberly Lavalette. Hijacked screens at downtown Casanova announced what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that a currently unidentified bomber is already inside the building. The White Knights counter-terrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was then locked down by an external network attack. We might be dealing with a dual threat here, CTU's Chloe Bauer told AE. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped.
I hope Sei is alright.
The Augmented Eye is being attacked by AE staff. Hi everyone, we take your security seriously here at the Augmented Eye, and we have an obligation to disclose that recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, who are a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit to just factual news and not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, the AE staff.
Thank God I don't pay these fuckers for a sub.
Pollution to reach historic levels next year. Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change, Glitch City still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low with profits high. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. The soil is dying at an alarming pace, said experts in the report. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you'd better get used to it.
How long until somebody says pollution is good? There's a book. Good evening. Huh? I didn't expect you in today. I was waiting for you to call saying that you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come here with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bars used impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. It seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope, I wouldn't worry too much about him though. If you say so. That girl's still here? Yep, she was sleeping so peacefully I felt bad about waking her up. So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss and it's kind of my fault she's here in the first place. Sorry about that. Hey, young lady, sleep another hour and we'll have to start charging you a motel fee. Where am I? Oh, right, the shoddy downtown bar. Let's see, all my gear is in place. And neither my pants nor my panties, shirt, or bra have been displaced. Oh, it's the flat bartender. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Oh well, it's the best night or day of sleep I've had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. Don't worry. You're so nice, flat bartender. Thanks for taking care of me. Bye. Hello, guys and gals. Streaming Chan's back in action with her batteries reloaded. Ah, the moon, it burns! I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible into the world. And come on, it's not that bad. Say, what's this bottle? A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. You want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give boss some rum. Go to the bottled drinks tab. Yep, cool.
Grandpa booze.
Here. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office, thanks. Anytime. Okay then. Time to serve, mix, and change lives. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. I just hope the restlessness on the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here.
Oh. Good evening.
Holy shit, that was record-breaking, Jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you?
I'll have a blue fairy.
Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Let's give this, brain a blue fairy.
You know, I'm actually kind of sad. You only get to meet this character once. This is the one day that this character is available. Oh, whoops. Age mix. Cool.
Here you go.
Nice. Yeah, this is the thing.
So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff? I should have figured as much. You can drink stuff?
And eat. I have the same system Lilim do.
Can I ask you something, Miss...
Call me Taylor. Just Taylor.
And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor.
You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor.
Nah, too easy. You are a brain in a jar, right?
I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar.
So, how? Why?
What, does my handsomeness make you speechless?
You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts.
Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these, for these situations.
Speech?
You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We're brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we're helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer.
I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh?
Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you.
I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared.
Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one?
Sure. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before?
Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours.
Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill.
Jill? That's a really cute name.
Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today? What with the commotion around and all?
It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it?
Yeah, you're right.
It's gonna take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me.
You're awfully energetic, did you know that?
Sorry, does that bother you?
No, not at all. I just figured that a brain in a jar wouldn't be so... happy.
While I was alive, my body got to the point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy?
I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Alright then, yeah, I'll make you happy. 1 beer to make Taylor happy.
Oh wait, why am I looking at... Why was I looking at beer in the drink menu?
Here, a beer. Ah, yes.
No matter what happens, beer is always good.
It's interesting, though. Just yesterday I was talking to a client about brain uploads.
You were?
Yeah, we were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. I've thought about that, too.
Do you think that the you in the cybernetic environment would feel like she was indeed transferred?
Like, would she remember everything?
Like waking up someplace else and so on?
That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a Lilim.
One of the brains is being used in such an experiment, actually. They can make a functional Lilim. Unfortunately, the wiring and other such stuff makes it look more creepy than anything. They aren't transferring his identity or anything, though. Just wiring him to a body.
Oh. You'd think someone would rather do that than float around exposed in a jar.
I have to admit, the whole brain thing does look creepy. But the body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking.
Speaking of uncanny, how did you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time?
It was quite a shock. It was quite a shock, actually. It didn't last long, though. I never was too attached to my body. Later in my life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk.
If you want to call that a downside.
You wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience.
Why though? Lilim can get drunk with no problem.
Yeah, but in their case, their brain is a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh god, Alma. Alma's voice was just Jill's voice, but lower, right?
Hey, Jill. Oh, Alma. Just, oh, Alma. Where's the courtesy one would expect from plebeian bar stuff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way.
Why, hello there, beautiful.
Whoa!
You hurt my feelings with that, darling.
Sorry. You don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in Lilim maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads.
Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor.
Nice to meet you, Taylor.
Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink?
Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face.
I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you?
I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that.
Awesome. I'll pay for your next drink then.
What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor?
I'm fine, actually.
You're gonna have me drink alone. I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. Let's make a Cobalt Velvet, straight from Taylor to Alma. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me in these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging by the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? I would think it's been longer. It feels like it's been longer. Shut up. You love me and you know it. This smug grin. So, you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy. And speaking of which, where is Pablo? Gillian. Archimedes. Dunno, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. And the next time I showed up, Jill was the one serving, and I don't know. I feel like she just gets me. And there's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. And the fact that I feel more chemistry with her than many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late, and I've got to go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Bye. Please come again. That tailor sure was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Hey, Alma, is your family really strict or something? Not particularly, no. Why? The other day, you started mumbling about numbers not caring about what you do. About a 27 not caring if you have a Catholic wedding or not. Oh god, it's not the numbers thing. Yeah, my family isn't strict per se, but my mom can be really abrasive. To her, the fact that I'm this old and not married or pregnant is a sign that I'm never gonna have kids. Never mind the fact that she already has 3 grandkids. I love her, but she can be, well... yeah. I kinda get it. You also said the words, I was a blossoming woman and I wasn't gonna stand for it. After talking about some 8th grade teacher. Yeah, that. You see, back when my body started developing, I got really shy. But at some point, something snapped within me. I wasn't feeling shy anymore. I felt powerful. My body felt like a new toy to me. One I was gonna make sure to use. Of course, there were 2 problems with that idea. I was a teen, a horny teen, and I was surrounded by horny teens. I'm not even ashamed. I still stand by the core moral I held back then. But it's one of the memories that you look back on and become terrified of how reckless you were.
Ugh. I don't know if that picked up on my mic, but my neck just cracked really good. Ah.
mean, I could have gotten pregnant, or worse. At that age, I was always dressed in black and was obsessed with occultism. The worst I remember was being the butt of other kids' jokes. Well, you know how the old adage goes. Don't compare your life to others. You don't know what they've been through. Nah, I wasn't comparing. Just wondering if some of that self-esteem thing would have helped me back then. And speaking of family, today I came because I need a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. And she left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about him. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's making it big, or she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. And she didn't even think about that when marrying a guy she'd only known for like 3 months.
Ugh, I need water.
You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? And sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced to me. It seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple times, and he invited me to a basketball game. And the mood was nice, but then later, the kiss cam focused on us, and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you rejected him. In the stadium, on the fucking kiss cam. We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. But honest to God, I can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. And that sounds too convoluted.
Wow, that was not your voice.
That sounds too convoluted, you know? Proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex? Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to get you, or to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bother? Or what's that
bother?
What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. Q?
I don't know how this is pronounced.
Huh. Interesting name. What does it mean? Kalsaki is the name of a chieftain in some native tribes, or some of the chieftain in some native tribes. I see. Do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories when rum's involved. Get me a fringe weaver instead, will ya? Alright. I wonder what's up with her and rum, but Anyways, let's give her a fringe weaver.
Time to give you a big fringe weaver. Why did I open the recipe for this? I know the recipe for this.
One fringe weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now's my turn to ask the questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know, I just kind of said, that's it one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family is in France, or live in France to boot. So your mom's French. Yep. Can you speak French?
Mon aeroglissure est... I assume that this is either pronounced as like plain or it's just like PN. Sorry, give me a sec. Sorry about that. I got rotated again.
Oh, what does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know. I can't speak French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know. All my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah,
Wow.
But yeah, that's the primer on my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist, and you call that uninteresting? I am wondering if your family's ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't ever. It sounds like something somebody would say to make bartender sound sophisticated. See. I mean, hacker's a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City, or anywhere else in the world, they need security, I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. And that doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. It makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job, sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, they started feeling kinda samey. So when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. And so it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. Uh-huh. I didn't think about it that way. It's less actiony than what movies make it up to be, though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing.
And it's time for our fancy 1, 1, 2, 3, 5.
Here you are. Yep, just what I needed. Thanks. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right not to give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know. If you're having trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates. Dunno. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cat's a shut-in and got very upset the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know? I don't, but I've thought about it before.
I think these two voices have flip-flopped a bit.
Now, I need some air. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure, sure.
Whoops. I didn't mean to save over that one, but that's fine.
Cold, 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 cold. It sure is chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Apparently he got into some legal trouble, and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead, though. I have a cousin that lives like a hobo, actually. Really? It's a bit complicated, though. Problem is, his family's tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attacks but refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what's up with him. Honey, some service here. I'm here, don't scream. Oh, were you two hanging at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff were you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from the vending machine? But I like you! Do you dislike my presence so much? And sweet and non-alcoholic, you say?
Blue fairy time. Sadly, we are not allowed to fill this one with alcohol because she specified no alcohol.
Here, like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine, he's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely and I'm lovely and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep, why? Nothing. I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me, tell me. Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking that it's because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and says that's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen?
This is also one of my favorite Dorothy conversations. It's such a good Dorothy conversation.
No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We won't know until you try, right? Last time I said that I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb up a grown man's ass. It was a success. Okay, then. Let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright. First, I do some research on the target. OS, servers, how the information is stored and all that. There have been a couple of occasions where I've had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and going through more vulnerable computers I find on the way. Uh-huh. After that, I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see.
Oh, Dorothy. Dorothy, well, actually, less Dorothy, more Alma, actually. The breathy voice really takes it out of me.
And then when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use some info that someone already gave me. But the usual way is by using a buffer overflow. Buff. What happens next? What happens next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I can't. I can't handle it anymore. Alma, hack me. Hack me like you've never hacked anything.
Hack me like you've never hacked anything before. Fuck! I fucked up the line. I'm gonna give that line another shot.
Alma, hack me. Hack me like you've never hacked anything before. Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor in me, escalate your user privileges, find flaws in my security. Sorry, I got carried away.
No shit, what happened?
Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook? But they make it sound like they're having sex instead. Suggestive scenes, yeah. Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me.
Really?
I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, you'd make millions. Horny Willem are an unexploited market.
I see.
Oh, looks like my ride is here.
Your ride?
Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me.
Is it all right to ask that from him?
It's okay. I've known him since preschool. It just so happened that he got married to my sister. Hey, Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street?
Also, I really hope that me yelling that whole line segment out wasn't loud enough to wake up people upstairs. That would be super, super embarrassing.
Sure, it's on the way. Yay, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey.
Later, Jill.
Take care.
The street seems noisy. Oh, a client.
Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get?
This guy is also a reference to something else, but I don't remember what he's a reference to. Such a small yet comfortable place. Oh, whoops. Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of a suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can sit to kill their insides. Truly, a real persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Persona non grata does not mean mysterious place, does it? sure that's not what that means.
All right, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What will you have then?
17.
Excuse me?
I said 7 plus teen.
What does that mean?
What does it mean to you?
Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right?
Only if you want it to be.
17? The hell does that mean?
So I got this wrong in my first thing because they are numbered. They are numbered. You're not supposed to go off of this. It's supposed to be based off of it's supposed to be based off of the amount of ingredients you put in stuff. So that's 12. So we add 5 optional Karmatrine. Okay, explain.
The total of ingredients here add up to 17.
Beautiful.
And what brings you here, Mr.
I am Armandio Virgilio. Or Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite.
Right.
And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place called Valhalla. I wanted to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets, the lively Valkyries looking over them.
We have some arcade machines in the corner.
No, you're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. It means unacceptable or unwelcome person. That's great. He truly is a persona non grata. I wanted to see drunk people. I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all its decadent glory.
Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite the slow day. Not that I'm very surprised, given how things have been out on the streets, though.
Humans are a nasty bunch, that much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other, that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. Incorrect.
I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
Oh yeah? Then give me an example, not a zoologist bartender.
Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right.
Don't, lions kill cubs? Like, doesn't, like, the leader of the pride kill, cubs from other male lions or something like that?
If memory serves right, once a lion takes over
Holy shit. I don't know if that was me just remembering that completely unrelated to the game, or if like my brain saw that and was like, that reminds me of this, and it's because it's in this game. That's really funny.
If memory serves right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion is killed or something.
Takes over a pride. You can't take over pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, not a zoologist bartender. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means?
The atomic number of chlorine?
No, and Chloe is a name, not a number. Oh, fucking Virgilio. I remember Virgilio, but I didn't remember how much of a fucking dipshit he is. Oh my god. No, and Chloe is a name, not a number, you know?
The group where halogens are in the periodic table?
Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table.
Okay, then I give up.
17 is us. Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. Oh, wow. The worst part is that that's not even half. That's more than half. Isn't it 32? Or am I mistaken on that as well? Don't you have 32 sets of chromosomes? Every human being has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. 23, okay. Wow. I got it very wrong as well. Apparently I have no ground to stand on. I formally apologize for assuming that everyone has more chromosomes than they do.
It's 23.
What is?
Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17.
I actually genuinely thought it was 32 for some reason. I don't know where I got 32 from, but I'm glad to be corrected. Well, they're both Well, they're both primal numbers, so it's the same idea.
Primal? Do you want anything else?
I'd like a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat.
Okay. He wants a plum floating perfume in a... Son of a bitch.
Plum fume.
Here.
Ha! You didn't... Wait. You did?
Enjoy.
I love the little tilde at the end. I love using tildes as, like, indications of, like, the inflection of how someone says something. I will. I'll, drink this, perfume.
You don't really have to.
Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender. Have you ever thought about death?
How?
What if we're already dead, both of us?
What?
What tells you I even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality is real, and that we're not in fact in heaven or hell all along? What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room?
I could punch you to make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real for me, and that's all that matters.
Such a close-minded way of seeing things. Is that a fucking fourth wall break? Yeah. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. This... Okay. This man is an Ace Attorney character. I'm sorry to break it to you. This man is literally just an Ace Attorney character. Like, down to the stupid ass nonsense he says. He's an Ace Attorney character through and through. The only thing he's missing is a pun name. I'm poking your face, buddy. I just got curious. I was like, what if I click on other things in the bar? Because you can click on the TV to change the channel. You can click on the exit sign over here to leave. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The Habanara has started. It means Twilight of the Gods. In German, by the way. Habanera. What does habanera mean in German? Definitely not Twilight of the Gods. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order.
What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window.
If he says it, he's 100% wrong. Yeah.
Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance. Most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a sec. What?
About 5 gigabytes of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. They're receiving reports of several units going rogue, using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from the neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after the plea from the Vice President. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp's CEO on the subject, but until then...
Things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system. And I'll be here protecting you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope that everything gets solved by morning. I'll have Zankento on hand, just in case.
According to Google Translate, habanera is the Basque word for to Havana. What does Havana mean?
The metal bat with nails? There's nothing it can't bash. Say, Gil 4, I hope everything's better by tomorrow.
Aw, that little message from Dana, the bonus message. So, fun fact, if you save edit one of your saves to go into Jill's house the next day, the game will call you out for it, and it's just like, hey, how the fuck did you get here?
Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends. And any other day. How's everything outside? It's still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. And there have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets were flying in and out of the whole building.
You know, this is gonna sound really stupid. Are these big purple squares here? Are these supposed to be windows? Because I genuinely can't tell. Havana is the capital of Cuba. Huh. Are these supposed to be windows? And the reason that I'm asking this is that it looks like there's blinds up here.
Sure, there's still some bad apples out, but it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any white knight they spot. So not only are the white knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Say is okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say, even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good.
Yes! I swear, I'm going through being like, this is my favorite scene, this is my favorite scene, and it's just every scene in the entire game, because I fucking love this game.
And here we are. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly a thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you that you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh, yeah, you did. What worries me is a bit that, is that beer always leads to something else. Some more beer. I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table, but I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me? Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Oh right, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was far too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Dunno, some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing, it's just like one I had many years ago.
I'm sure that this is a reference to another game that Sukeban has worked on, but I wouldn't know what it is.
What happened to it? Too much use. It just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17.
Oh, wait, that was Jill's voice. Whoops.
Fair enough. It's 17 plus how much? It's 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue out I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time.
The cat. Pet the cat.
And say, Jill, there's this blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Hmm? Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but then they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. What? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog.
Whenever I think of Bosco, I think of the robot from Deep Rock Galactic. Just, Bosco! Mine it!
Right. Hmm? This picture here isn't something you see every day. What, me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. And the one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh, is this pic recent, or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed off and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. Haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing, and you look so happy in the pic. Why ever pick out like this, then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of somebody else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head on their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic, and then miserable. I'll just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. It'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? It looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing. Now, please give that to me. All right. I saw nothing. Don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me.
I missed out on this last time. I'm not missing out on it this time. Chug, 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 chug. There's unique dialogue that you miss if you don't get Jill drunk before you continue the conversation, by the way. That's why we're doing this. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that the devs over at Sukaban Games didn't think to make a achievement that's like just drink a 12-pack of beer while hanging out with Dana. Because you don't need to drink all of it. You need to drink, I think, like 8 cans, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, nope. There we go. Let's just, you know, drink the rest. Actually, I don't know if drinking the rest ends the conversation, so.
Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger. Or stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one's more of a Pilsner.
I don't know the difference between those two.
In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Dunno, doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this the one that's made with that, what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again?
Ah, gosh.
Nutriogenic, dichometrical, lidogenol, or NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the Maiden's Kiss polluted water supplies. And the effects of the pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this one made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks.
You know, actually thinking about it, the whole 17 chromosomes thing, I think I might have said that 32 is the number of chromosomes people have in the last time I played this as well. You might be able to go back and check out the old VODs for this and see me make that same mistake.
It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. And I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Dunno. With being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gills are always so diligent and responsible. I'm a boss in name only anyway.
Wow.
That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me that you kept that poster of me in your room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot on the wall. I don't really know. I thought it was funny too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, dunno, a dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you just had it there as a conversation starter. Although, no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. A not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey, Jill. Where did you get that black 4-ball? Well, as with any black cat, or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building, not long after I moved here, I think. Ah, I see.
I gotta stretch.
It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all those dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. And there was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw water over the dogs. They ran and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. And then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me. And so you brought it home. At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so we ended up staying. It was destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute, though. Not like the fat mess that's sleeping on the table.
Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know?
Oh. Shit, I actually did that in front of someone else. Anyway. Don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that? Maybe. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does. I've seen him even reject food that's been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. What? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value, and I judge him by what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I return the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, and sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker, I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah? Why? It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot. What? Even you can see that she has a hot body, boss. You'll find no objections here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to her room and... Jill, you sure you aren't drunk? I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... But those are thoughts that I leave to myself. I don't think I could handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. And there's also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kinda noticed that too, but then again, Lilim can be weird. You think? Lilim operate in some really foreign logic.
Ugh.
I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. So, even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. But if they lose an arm, they can reattach or replace it. And depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they're different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilim get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilim is a bit weird, though. It is. You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilim doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and a doll is like calling them fake.
I'm not gonna lie, even reading that as dialogue didn't feel good. Like, I do not like that word.
Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet it still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kid show. Even by today's standards. Just the fact that our enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that's the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. And something tells me you still can. That's besides the point.
She's like me with the Xenoblade intro. I've watched the intro to Xenoblade Chronicles 1 that I can recite most of it from memory.
That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then.
Out of beer? I've never seen this button before.
I don't hold it against Jules, but I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. It sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of that show mocking me. Anyways, anytime anyone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with that, though. It's actually kind of respectable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. And then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of a shallow jerkwad.
I read that as jackwad.
Around the time I was 16, I realized what an idiot I was, and went on to become who I was today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men? Tootie. Tootie. Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or tootie. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable, and now... I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. The bed could catch fire, you know? Not you too. I kinda envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. Are you okay? I'm fine, it's just, it all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off that whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize? Maybe I should. Maybe that'll make me rest easier at night. Get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Ugh. Hey, Jill. Have you tried thinking about clothes for 4? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts...
Sorry.
Try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking about what kind of clothes you could put on 4. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. And she's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually.
She's the protagonist of the currently, we don't know where it is in development, but the sequel to this game, she's the protagonist.
Oh. It's called Nirvana. And if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with.
From what little we know about Nirvana, the game, her boyfriend is also a Yakuza member.
Anne means it's annexed to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened up Nirvan B in the hotel instead. Nirvan. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go into the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. A woman cave? And that aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given.
But yeah, with Nirvana, I'm really excited for whenever Nirvana comes out, but it's in a very similar spot to like Hollow Knight Silksong, where it's stuck in development hell. Granted, Sukeban has been significantly more open than Team Cherry has been about it. Their main reason is that their writer had like some personal issues. Like the person that wrote this game was having personal issues that caused him to not be able to work on it, and he hasn't been able to get back to it yet, as far as I'm aware. I follow the game dev stuff from Sukeban very closely because I love their stuff.
I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, and there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot.
Corporate mascot.
Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there are a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alba. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know. Boss. Hey, boss. How did you lose your V card? V, huh? You know, your V card, your first time, your deflowering. Oh, that. Well, I'm legally bound to not disclose that information. Does that mean you lost it? Can't disclose that information. Come on, just give me a hint, or... Jill, bad things will happen for everyone if that info is revealed in any way. All right, sheesh.
I like that you can see my, like, pantomiming head motions, like, as I'm going through the motions of reading.
I can only say this. The whole thing is related to my mechanical arm. Great. Now you're just teasing me. Any reason you want to know that? Well, everyone's first time is always a mess, but I've always to know if it was as messy a time as mine.
That is not... I don't think that sentence is built properly.
What happened? Well, I got all lovey-dovey with my first boyfriend, and when we both got naked, and when I saw his... when I saw his dick, I just started... I started laughing. What, got nervous? Nervous? No. I just find dicks funny. They're funny. They have a sack attached to them and they grow and they're just they're just stupid meat rods. And so, how did your boyfriend react? He went flaccid from the laughter and it just shrunk and went limp. I had to work it out for a bit so I could control my laughter, but it's so hard and they're just so stupid. Stupid meat rods. Jill? Huh. Well, let's see how to move. Let's see how to move her back inside before she catches a cold.
Fun fact, you don't get that conversation if you didn't get Jill drunk. $8,000.
Oh, boss left the hoodie anyway.
I nearly hit go to work again. Fuck. I want to say that she wanted the cracked Daruma. We can just return to double check it. Yeah, cool. Okay, and that is going to be where we end for tonight. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I guess let's find someone to raid. Endo's playing a boomer shooter, it looks like. Bolt gun. Warhammer 40k bolt gun. So yeah, let's go poke Ando. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope to see you here tomorrow for either Valhalla or something else, depending on how my throat is doing. We'll figure it out as we go, you know? Otherwise, have a good one and take care.